Hello students, I am Aarti Sharma. Today I am going to explain you the chapter 1 from your supplement reader Footprint Without Feet of class 10. The name of the chapter is Triumph of Surgery. It is written by James Herriot. Before starting the explanation of the chapter, let us know why this chapter is included in your course book. Let us have the objectives of this chapter. The first objective of this chapter is to develop the habit of reading for information and also for pleasure. The second main objective of this chapter is that you will critically read the chapter and develop the confidence to ask and answer questions after reading this chapter. The third main objective that we are going to study in this chapter is that how pet animals are useful to us, what all things are related with pet animals, what different type of knowledge we will be getting from this chapter. And the fourth objective of this chapter is that how rich people misuse their money, how the mistress of the pet dog named Tricky, how she overfed this dog and made him sick. So these were the main objectives. The writer wants to teach you the main things that is about the rich people. So let us now discuss about the title of the chapter. The title of the chapter is A Triumph of Surgery. Triumph means victory, and surgery, as you all know, means an operation. But here, surgery refers to a hospital, especially a veterinary hospital. So, triumph of surgery means the victory over the surgery. Now, we'll try to find out after reading the chapter that how this victory was gained by the writer. Now, let us talk about the main characters. There are three main characters in this chapter. One is Tricky, the next is Mrs. Pumphrey, and the third one is James Herriot. Let us talk about Tricky. Tricky is a small dog. His fault is his greed for food. Whatever his mistress is offering this dog, he never says no and accepts everything at any moment of the day. The second character is Mrs. Pumphrey. She is a rich lady. She is having many resources, and she is having large number of servants and maids, and she is passionately attached to her little pet dog Tricky. The third main character, as you can see, is James Herriot. He is the writer narrator of this story. He is a competent veterinary surgeon and he is practical and pragmatic. Pragmatic means who is concerned with making decisions and actions. So we have three main characters. One is Tricky, the dog, his mistress, Mrs. Pumphrey, and James Herriot, the veterinary surgeon. Now let us talk about the theme of the chapter. The theme is based upon the story revolves around a blind love which the lady possesses for the dog, and excess of everything is dangerous, as the saying goes. So what extreme consequences were faced by this small dog after his mistress is feeding him so much? So let's now read the story and try to find out what happens and how it happens. Before we start the reading of the chapter, let us know something about the writer. James Herriot was a British veterinary surgeon and writer who used his many years of experience as a veterinary surgeon to write a series of books, each consisting of stories about animals and their owners. And his best known work is a semi autobiographical work titled If Only They Could Talk, which was written in 1970. Now, before starting the reading of the chapter, let us discuss the summary of the chapter. That this story, A Triumph of Surgery, revolves around an ill dog named Tricky and his mistress, Mrs. Pumpray. Mrs. Pumpray loved her pet dog so much that she rarely killed him by overfeeding. A doctor who knew where the problem lay takes the nearly dead dog to a clinic for a surgery, and the dog recovers amazingly after taking him to the surgery. So let us find out what surgery did the doctor do, or did he really do any surgery at all? We will read the chapter and try to find out the answers to these questions. While we will read the chapter, I will discuss the difficult meanings with you and explain the story. So we'll discuss the story in the next video.